Yo, what's going on, guys? Trade recap today. We're down on the day, however, it was a really good trading day, if I'm going to be honest. You might think, like, how is it a good trading day if I lost? But I stuck to my rules. I properly risk managed. I was patient and I took the best setups that there was. I followed my rules, stuck with my bias. Everything went well. I'm progressing well, and it's just a part of the statistic that you're going to lose. You're not going to win every trade, even if the setup looks super good. So let's get into what my thought process was and the trades I took today. So with market open, we dumped down. Literally, all I wanted to see was a push back up, retest, and then we come and dump down to the data low and 4-hour fair value gap because that's a super high liquidity point. So there was a few setups that I didn't take because there was a higher time frame confluence above, and then the setups that I faded but considered taking ended up hitting what my stop loss would have been. So again, I had very good analysis of the market, thinking in probability rather than, for example, we had a 5-minute gap above but a 1-minute rejection block. I didn't take the 1 minute because I knew the 5-minute above was likely to get hit. I was weighing out the confluences, so that went well. The trade that I did take today was this manipulation back up after building some lower resistance liquidity. We then came up, formed a bearish rejection block after sweeping out some liquidity. We then opened with 10 a.m., retested the 10 a.m. zone, creating another bearish rejection block. It was a super like A+ setup. We was very bearish. We came up, retested 10 a.m. 10 a.m. created a rejection block. It was looking perfect. So I entered in my position at the CE and 0.705 range, put my stops at the top of at the 10-point stop, and then I went break even at this swing low, and then I had my full TP at data low. But if I took full TP at the swing low, that would have been a 6-hour. I would have been up about $800 on the day, and I would have already been off. So I'm going to get into how I could improve on that after I went through the second trade. Second trade, I was looking for a re-entry because shorts were still so valid in my opinion, because I did not leave my stops. I did not put my stops to break even here after we took this low. I was going to, but then I marked out the manipulation leg and the OTE zone sat perfectly in line with 10 a.m. So I still thought it was a super high confluence trade. I thought we might just come back up, retest 10 a.m. and then dump. Instead, we just came up, reswept me, got a new entry. We then retested 10 a.m., created a bearish rejection block out of a 1-minute fair value gap. I entered in off the CE touch, and then we came down. It was another very good displacement candle. I was going to go break even at these equal lows and then hold full TP at this swing low. Again, same thing. We came up, stopped me out, reswept, dumped to full TP of these lows. So 2 really good setups. They couldn't have been much better. I stuck to my rules. I risked properly. Down 170 on the day because the partial that I took here actually made up for one of the losses. So we only actually took one amount worth of loss today. The only thing I think I could have improved on was, instead of having my full TP down here at these data lows, it did make sense though, because clearly, look, ES came and swept them, and it was a high draw of liquidity. We had data lows and 4-hour FUG below. I think what I'm going to do with my strategy, because Powell trades a minimum of a 1 to 4 risk to reward, it's better to not be greedy with this kind of strategy because you're making 4, 5, or 6 times the amount you're risking. Me targeting the data low was going for a 16 risk to reward. I don't need to be that greedy or catch that big of a trade. I really could have just stayed my risk with 150. We got tapped into a perfect setup. I should have just targeted the liquidity rather than the full move, because I would have been up 800 rather than down 100. So now, in literally the only thing I can imagine going better today is if I targeted the liquidity rather than any of the other like data lows or 4-hour FEG. So yeah, I think from now on with my rejection block trades, I'm literally going to take them. As long as it's a minimum of a 1 to 4 risk to reward, I'm just going to target the most recent draw of liquidity rather than the external draw. I'll target the internal draws because we had some lower resistance liquidity, this swing low, very high probability. We hit it perfectly. Same with this setup. Came down, hit it perfectly. Couldn't have been any better, to be honest. The only reason I lost is because I tried to hold to down here, but it really made sense to just take the 10 a.m. It's a 1 to 6 risk to reward, which is very good. I would have risked 150. I would have risked 250 because it was an A plus setup and made like 1.3K. So yeah, to improve, I'm just going to wait to target liquidity rather than the external draws. I think I'm going to be a lot more profitable, make a lot more doing that. So losing day, but a really good trading day. I'm thinking positive. This was a good day. Yeah, man, I'll see you guys tomorrow.